Lake Erie, one of the 5 Great Lakes of North America, has long been a source of fascination and intrigue. Its vast expanse of water, stretching across 4 U.S. states and the Canadian province of Ontario, holds countless stories and secrets. Yet, none is perhaps more haunting and enigmatic than the legend of the Lake Erie ghost ship. This chilling mystery has captured the imaginations of countless people for generations, sparking debates, investigations, and folklore that continue to this day. The tale of the Lake Erie ghost ship dates back to the early 19th century, a time when the Great Lakes were bustling with trade and commerce. It was a period marked by the emergence of new settlements, the growth of industries, and the rise of ship traffic on the lakes. Lake Erie, with its strategic location connecting the eastern United States to the Midwest, played a pivotal role in this era of expansion and opportunity. In the midst of this bustling maritime activity, reports began to surface of a mysterious ghost ship roaming the waters of Lake Erie. Witnesses claimed to have seen a spectral vessel, often described as a schooner or brig, sailing silently and ominously through the mist-shrouded lake. What made these sightings particularly eerie was that the ship appeared to be on fire, with flames dancing along its hull and ghostly figures moving about on board. Local fishermen, sailors, and even lighthouse keepers recounted these strange encounters. And soon, the legend of the Lake Erie ghost ship became a topic of both fear and fascination. The stories took on a life of their own, spreading like wildfire throughout the region. One of the most spine-chilling aspects of the Lake Erie ghost ship legend was the presence of a phantom crew. Witnesses who claimed to have seen the ship up close reported seeing ghostly sailors on board, their faces contorted in anguish and despair. Some even claimed to have heard cries for help and desperate pleas for rescue emanating from the spectral vessel. These accounts only added to the mystery surrounding the ghost ship. Who were these ghostly sailors? And why were they trapped in this eerie nautical purgatory? The questions multiplied as the legend grew, and speculation ran rampant as the legend of the Lake Erie ghost ship spread. Various theories and explanations were put forth to rationalize the sightings. Skeptics argued that the ghost ship was simply a mirage or an optical illusion caused by unusual atmospheric conditions on the lake. Others suggested that it might be a case of mistaken identity, with ordinary vessels being misinterpreted as ghostly apparitions. However, these explanations failed to satisfy those who had witnessed the ghost ship firsthand. Many of the sightings were detailed and consistent, making it difficult to dismiss them as mere illusions. To understand the Lake Erie ghost ship legend fully, it's important to consider the historical context of the Great Lakes during the 19th century. Lake Erie, in particular, was known for its treacherous waters, unpredictable weather, and the occasional ferocity of its storms. These factors made it a perilous place for sailing vessels, especially in an era when navigational aids and safety measures were rudimentary at best. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the existence of the Lake Erie ghost ship is the story of the Erie Boardman. This ship, a 2-masted schooner, was a real vessel that sailed the waters of Lake Erie in the 19th century. In 1850, the Erie Boardman encountered a devastating storm on the lake. As the ship battled the raging tempest, it was struck by lightning, setting it ablaze. The crew of the Erie Boardman fought valiantly to save their ship, but the fire proved unstoppable. In a desperate bid to escape the inferno, the crew launched a lifeboat and abandoned their burning vessel. Tragically, only a few crew members survived the ordeal, and many were lost to the cold, unforgiving waters of Lake Erie. The ship itself was consumed by flames and sank beneath the waves, disappearing into the depths of the lake. It was a harrowing maritime disaster, one of many that occurred on Lake Erie during this era. What makes the story of the Erie Boardman so compelling is the claim that it re-emerged as the Lake Erie ghost ship. According to some witnesses, the spectral vessel they saw on the lake bore a striking resemblance to the Erie Boardman. The ship was described as a burning hulk, with flames dancing along its timbers and ghostly figures moving about on deck. As sightings of the Lake Erie ghost ship continued to be reported, interest in the mystery grew. Local authorities, newspapers, and curious individuals embarked on investigations to unravel the truth behind the legend. These efforts included interviews with witnesses, searches for physical evidence, and attempts to recreate the conditions that might lead to the ghostly apparitions. Could it be that the Erie Boardman, consumed by fire and sunk to the bottom of Lake Erie, had somehow returned from the depths as a ghostly apparition? This theory added a layer of tragedy to the legend, suggesting that the crew of the Erie Boardman was forever trapped in a spectral purgatory, reliving the horrors of their final moments on the doomed vessel. Several notable individuals have claimed to have encountered the Lake Erie ghost ship over the years. One of the most famous accounts comes from Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry, a hero of the War of 1812 and a key figure in the Battle of Lake Erie. Perry reported seeing the ghost ship while sailing on the lake, describing it as a burning vessel with ghostly figures on board. Another well-documented encounter occurred in 1891, when a group of fishermen claimed to have witnessed the ghost ship up close. Their detailed descriptions of the spectral vessel and its eerie crew added credibility to the legend. In the decades that followed, numerous other witnesses came forward with their own accounts, each adding a piece to the puzzle of the Lake Erie ghost ship. To fully understand the enduring appeal of the Lake Erie ghost ship legend, it's worth delving into the psychological aspect of ghost stories and the human fascination with the unknown. Ghost stories, like the one surrounding the ghost ship, have been a part of human culture for centuries, transcending time and place. Psychologists and folklorists have long examined why people are drawn to ghost stories and legends of the supernatural. One theory is that these stories serve as a way for individuals and communities to grapple with the mysteries of life and death. They provide a framework for exploring the unknown, the afterlife, and the boundaries between the living and the dead. The legend of the Lake Erie ghost ship is a captivating and chilling mystery that continues to haunt the shores of Lake Erie. Whether one believes in the supernatural or seeks a rational explanation, the enduring appeal of this ghostly tale lies in its ability to spark the imagination and provoke contemplation. For some, the ghost ship represents a connection to the past, a reminder of the hardships and tragedies faced by those who sailed the Great Lakes in centuries past. For others, it remains a perplexing enigma, an unsolved puzzle that defies easy explanation. Like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.